So you're probably asking yourself, what exactly am I going to even be talking about in these videos that I'll be creating? Well, don't worry, I used to be there too. There actually is a good, strong system around this, and that's what this whole section is going to be about. First, we're going to create your topic wheel, which is essentially the topics that surround what you want to communicate to your audience and also what you are all about. And then following that, we'll create your 3x3x3 videos. I know it sounds a bit weird, but we'll get into that and I'll break it down for you, don't worry. And then from there, with those 3x3x3 videos, we'll have a very strong basis for you then to have a baseline of videos, a library of content that you can already put out, and then following that, you can ideate and actually move forward because you have your topic wheel all fleshed out. So you'll never run out of ideas, and that's the whole point. Getting a bit further into the detail, let's talk about the topic wheel, the various topics that you can be talking about, and then let's also transition into some of the videos that we can be creating. So here, what you're seeing right now is an example of my personal topic wheel when I went through this exercise myself. What you see in the middle there is where I extract my value. So for example, for myself, it might be this course, for example, or it might be getting more clients for the agency that I work at. And around that would be the various different topics that then help that value, but also at the same time are genuinely topics that I like talking about, exploring, learning about, etc. So from the top, you'll see social marketing, personal branding, life of greatness, etc., etc. And beyond that are the people of influence within those topics. Now, I'm sure you can see a few familiar faces in there, Dennis Yu's face being one of them, Gary Vaynerchuk, Casey Neistat, and a few of my personal contacts and mentors as well in there. These are people that effectively I look up to in certain areas, but also at the same time, people that I am aspiring to either interview or to be able to eventually get in touch with. That effectively is how I built my topic wheel, and you can do the same for yours too. What this then translates to is this, which are your topic pillars or your topic tree. Now, under social marketing, entrepreneur, life of greatness, I could break that down then into various topics that intertwine and they connect with one another and they sometimes overlap. And that's the beautiful thing. I can always come back to my topic pillars and I'll never run out of stuff to talk about. And this is how I ideate, and you can ideate in terms of the topics that you will continually talk about so you're not scratching your head constantly to go, what am I going to be talking about next? If you would like to find out more about the topic wheel, these topic pillars and the topic tree, and so much more about, I guess, content marketing, if you will, then I would highly recommend that you also check out the Blitz Metrics content marketing course. Now that is too much to cover in one course here, for example, which is why the content marketing course really is a great place to take a deep dive specifically into content marketing. You can find that at the URL on the screen right now, blitzmetrics.com/CMG. All right, moving along. I mentioned before about your 3x3x3 video topics, and here they are. Your 3x3x3 video topics start off at the top with your why. And on the right, you can see those three boxes. Those are the three different videos that you'll create regarding your why, because they might target three different audience segments of yours. And then following your why comes your how. And again, same thing, you'll see three boxes on the right that you can tick off when you have completed those three videos. And finally, after the why and the how comes the what. So why, how, and what really is the sequence that you'll be putting out there. The why is what compels you. It's your origin story. It is essentially the motivator behind your entire purpose. The how is the methodology and the tactics behind doing it. And finally, the what, that is where you go in for the conversion and you're actually talking about what you're selling, what services you provide, the value proposition, and really going in for a lot of specificity around the tangible what that you are providing. So there you have it. Those are your 3x3x3 video topics that you will be covering off. And very quickly, just by doing this, you'll have 9 videos. Okay, moving on to a bit more detail around your why video. Creating your why video can really come down into 3 parts, and each part can be up to a minute each. So the first one is open up promptly, don't waste any time, and jump into essentially your origin story. When I was, insert your line there, when I was at my first job, when I was at university, when I was trying to get a promotion. Don't waste any time, get straight to the story. You want to tell people a story about a specific challenge charged with emotional content, a hill that you were trying to get over, a barrier that you were trying to get across. And then you transition into I believe that. Because of that origin story, because of that barrier, that challenge, you then took action. Instead of letting that challenge defeat you, you achieved a particular result and you believe now in one principle very strongly. And then finally, you introduce yourself. I am your job, your profession, your role at the name of the company that you work at, or the name of your company. Now give a brief description of what you do while being specific and concise. Don't waffle. So this, in a nutshell, is the makings of your why video. You don't waste any time, you open up with an origin story and pull people in with a challenge that you had to face. And then you transition into you believe that, you talk about your core beliefs. And then finally you introduce yourself and tie it all up together. If you would like more detail about this and support as well, have a look at that link below and visit that blitzmetrics.com/why, and there is going to be more information there. Now moving on, beyond your 3x3x3 videos, here are some other video topic ideas as well that I'm putting out there for you. Gratitude videos, those are really great. I am grateful for this person in my life. This could be a mentor. This could be someone that you saw speaking at a conference. This is might be someone that you would like to lift up and mention. You're grateful for effectively what they've done for you, either by association or what they've done for you by writing a piece of content, or what they've done for you directly. Gratitude videos are a great way to lift other people up without having to constantly talk about yourself. How-to videos are the staple of the world of YouTube, and for good reason, because they help people, and it works the same way on Facebook as well. When you do a how-to video, you're teaching someone and giving someone value because you are positioned as the expert, as the person to trust, to be able to show them how to perform a certain task to then derive a certain benefit or get over a certain hurdle. Interview videos, those are also great as well. Instead of having to come up with all the content yourself, find someone, reach out to them, tell them that you have a show or you are creating a series of videos on Facebook, and interview them. Pick their brain, and that way, again, you can, one, learn from them, two, your audience can learn from them, and it also positions you very nicely in a very journalistic role as well, without having to feel challenged to put out your own content. Conference or speaking videos, those are great as well. If you are fortunate enough to be in the position to be speaking at conferences, keynoting, or even at small workshops, those videos, again, really help build that authority and also build some social proof. Any opportunity that you get to do that, please take that up and please record them on video. And finally, for those of you that think that, hey, I'm not an expert in my field, I'm not seen as an authority, etc., What I Learned videos are great. One of the Blitzmetrics principles is learn, do, teach. You learn something, you do it, and then to reinforce that you know it, you teach it. Learn, do, teach. What I Learned videos are great because, one, you're positioning yourself as, hey, I'm just here learning, and I'm trying to give as much value as I can back. So I'm sharing what I've learned. Those, again, can be evergreen in terms of how much content you can put out there because you're constantly learning, and we're constantly pulling from many sources. By you then putting your face against that and showing people your personality, you're building more rapport, more trust, and eventually more authority as well. So there we have it. These are your topics, and these are also the 3x3x3 videos, as well as finally more video topic ideas. Now, hopefully, you will never run out of video topics, and we'll move then onto the next section, which is actually filming these videos.